Did you know that something as simple as your bedroom could be silently affecting your health? It's where you go to recharge, to heal, and to rest. But for many seniors, it might be doing just the opposite. If you're over 60, this isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a real issue that could be influencing your sleep, your memory, and even your heart without you even realizing it. You follow all the right steps. You eat healthy, stay active, and take your medications as prescribed. Yet somehow you still wake up feeling groggy, stiff, or drained, as if you never truly rested. What if the reason for this isn't just aging, but something right in your bedroom? Today, we're going to uncover 5 hidden sources of radiation that could be draining your energy while you sleep. Plus, I'll show you some simple changes you can make today to restore your sleep and energy levels. But before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what time is it where you are? Drop a comment below. I love hearing from all of you, and it means the world to me to connect with you. Your bedroom should be your sanctuary, a peaceful space where your body can repair and recharge after a busy day. Unfortunately, for many seniors, it might actually be working against you. One common item that could be quietly sabotaging your health is something many of us rely on daily: the digital alarm clock. These clocks, often placed right beside your bed, emit electromagnetic fields, hidden waves of energy that are constantly being released, even while you sleep. If your clock is close to your head, like most people's are on their nightstand, the exposure is concentrated and constant. What does this mean for you? It means that all night long, your brain, nervous system, and even your immune system are being exposed to stressors you can't see or feel. And as we get older, our cells are less capable of repairing themselves, leaving us more vulnerable to these hidden stressors. Have you ever woken up feeling like you didn't sleep a wink, even though you were in bed the whole night? Or maybe you've experienced headaches, brain fog, or that dull pressure behind your eyes when you wake up. These issues are often written off as just part of aging, but they may not be. The culprit could be your digital clock sitting just inches away from your head. When you're exposed to electromagnetic fields from that clock all night, it can mess with your melatonin levels. Melatonin is the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle, and it's also a powerful antioxidant that helps your immune system fight off illness and inflammation. When your melatonin levels drop, not only does your sleep quality suffer, but your body also loses one of its most powerful tools for healing and recovery. Let me tell you about Emily. She's 72 years old and have been doing everything right. She went to bed early, avoided caffeine, and even practiced relaxation techniques. But no matter what she did, she woke up every morning feeling like she hadn't slept at all. She had chronic headaches, restless nights, and constant fatigue. Her doctors couldn't find anything wrong, so she kept pushing through. But one day, Emily read about the effects of electromagnetic fields in the bedroom and decided to give it a shot. She realized her digital clock had been sitting just 10 inches away from her head for the past several years. So, she made a simple change. She swapped it out for a battery-powered analog clock and moved it across the room. Within just a few days, Emily started sleeping through the night without waking up. Her headaches disappeared, and she felt more energized, more focused, and lighter than she had in years. It was like a fog had lifted. And it's not just Emily. Scientific studies are starting to confirm her experience. Research shows that prolonged exposure to electromagnetic fields, like those emitted by digital clocks, can suppress melatonin production, which in turn affects both sleep quality and immune function. The good news? The solution is simple and can make a huge difference in how you feel every morning. So, what can you do to protect yourself without sacrificing the convenience of your clock? The answer is straightforward. Replace your digital clock with a battery-operated or wind-up model. These types of clocks don't emit any electromagnetic radiation. meaning you can still rely on them to wake you up without harming your sleep or health in the process. If you're not ready to give up your digital clock, try moving it at least 6 feet away from your bed. That simple change can drastically reduce your exposure to those disruptive electromagnetic fields and protect your body while you rest. You might think this is a small adjustment, but for seniors, small changes can lead to significant improvements in health. Often, our bodies communicate with us through signs like fatigue, headaches, or poor sleep. And while these may seem like just a part of aging, the truth is they may be related to factors like the proximity of your clock. When you take these small steps to adjust your bedroom environment, you're giving your body the peaceful, low-stress space it needs to heal. Better sleep leads to better energy, improved focus, and even better heart health. Imagine waking up feeling rested and clear-headed. Everything from remembering names to preparing breakfast becomes easier and more enjoyable. By making just a few adjustments to your bedroom, you can transform it into a true sanctuary, supporting your health as you sleep. It's not just about comfort. It's about setting up your environment for better sleep, better healing, and a better quality of life. Start with this simple change tonight. Replace your digital clock. Move it further away, or try a battery-powered model. It might seem like a small decision, but it could make all the difference in how you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning. Now, let's talk about another potential source of hidden radiation in your bedroom: your Wi-Fi router. It might be the most convenient way to stay connected, but did you know it can also be affecting your brain and body during the night without you even realizing it? As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to certain environmental stressors, including the radiation emitted by wireless devices like Wi-Fi routers. One of the most important defenses our bodies have is something called the blood-brain barrier, which acts like a filter, protecting our brain from harmful substances. But as we get older, this barrier weakens and we become more susceptible to disturbances like the constant radiation from your Wi-Fi router. Take George, for instance. George is 70 years old and loves his technology. He had his Wi-Fi router set up in his bedroom, just a few feet from his bed, so he could stay connected while resting. At first, it seemed harmless, but soon, George began to notice his memory slipping. He would forget where he placed his glasses or mix up appointments. He also started feeling lightheaded and noticed irregular fluttering in his chest, which alarmed his family. Despite visiting several doctors, no one could find a reason for his symptoms. But then, during a routine checkup, his cardiologist asked a simple question: where is your Wi-Fi router at night? That question made George realize something important. His router was sitting right next to his bed, exposing him to radiation every night. George made a small but powerful change. He moved his router to the far side of his house, away from his bedroom, and even set it on a timer to turn off at night. Within just a few weeks, he felt noticeably better. His memory improved, the fluttering in his chest disappeared, and he began to sleep more soundly. It was like a weight had been lifted. George's story isn't an isolated one. Research has shown that long-term exposure to electromagnetic radiation, especially from Wi-Fi routers, can affect memory, cognitive function, and even heart health, especially for seniors. But here's the good news. The fix is simple, and you don't have to sacrifice your technology. So, what can you do? The easiest solution is to move your Wi-Fi router out of your bedroom. Ideally, it should be placed in a room as far away from where you sleep as possible. If moving it isn't an option, consider using a timer to turn it off during the night. You don't need Wi-Fi while you sleep, and your brain and body will benefit from that quiet time to rest and recover. For those who are particularly concerned about radiation, another option is to switch to a wired Ethernet connection in your bedroom. This provides a stable, secure connection without the electromagnetic fields that come from wireless devices. These small adjustments, whether it's moving your router, using timers, or opting for wired connections, can help create a quieter, more peaceful environment that supports your body's natural healing process. The less radiation your body is exposed to at night, the better you'll feel when you wake up in the morning. Next, let's talk about something many seniors rely on to create a soothing environment in their bedroom: air fresheners. We all love a clean, fresh-smelling room. But what if I told you that those plug-in air fresheners could be secretly harming your health, especially your lungs and sleep? These air fresheners are in millions of homes, and while they promise to keep your space smelling fresh for weeks, they also release chemicals into the air that can be harmful to your respiratory system. What's worse is that these devices also emit electromagnetic radiation, which can contribute to poor sleep and fatigue issues that are particularly concerning for seniors. Take Evelyn, for example. Evelyn is a 72-year-old grandmother who loved to keep her home smelling fresh, especially at night when she was winding down. She always had a lavender-scented air freshener plugged in near her bed. At first, she loved the calming effect of the fragrance, but over time, she started noticing something odd: a scratchy throat that never seemed to go away, followed by a persistent cough. She didn't think much of it at first, blaming it on allergies or a cold that wouldn't go away. But when she spent a week at her daughter's house, where there were no air fresheners, she noticed a dramatic difference. Her throat felt clearer, and the cough stopped. It wasn't until then that she realized how much of a difference those plug-in air fresheners were making. After some advice from her daughter, Evelyn decided to remove the air freshener from her bedroom and replace it with natural alternatives. She started using cotton balls with a few drops of lavender oil and placed them around her room. She also used small bowls of baking soda to absorb odors. Within just a few days, Evelyn's breathing improved, and she felt more rested in the mornings. Her pulmonologist was amazed at how quickly her lung function improved, and Evelyn was thrilled to take back control of her health. Studies now show that the chemicals released by plug-in air fresheners, such as formaldehyde and phthalates, can irritate your respiratory system, especially when you're exposed to them while you sleep. These chemicals can settle in your lungs and even enter your bloodstream. For seniors whose lungs are more sensitive, this can be especially problematic. And, of course, these devices also emit electromagnetic radiation, which adds to the invisible stress your body experiences during the night. But the good news is that you don't have to give up having a fresh-smelling home. You just need to make some healthier choices to protect your health while still enjoying a fresh-smelling bedroom. Start by unplugging any electric air fresheners in your room. Then, replace them with natural alternatives. Try using cotton balls with a few drops of essential oils like lavender or cedarwood, which can gently scent your room without releasing harmful chemicals or radiation into the air. You could also place a small bowl of baking soda in the corner of your room to absorb odors naturally. Another option is using dried herbs or flowers in a breathable sachet. These provide a soft, natural aroma that doesn't irritate your lungs or introduce harmful chemicals. Not only are these alternatives better for your health, but they're also more environmentally friendly and help create a calming, restful atmosphere in your bedroom. By making these small, natural changes, you're giving your lungs the relief they deserve. Cleaner air means better sleep, improved energy, and a reduction in respiratory issues. You'll be breathing easier and waking up feeling more refreshed and rejuvenated. Your bedroom should be a place where your body can rest, heal, and restore itself. By making a few simple swaps like getting rid of electric air fresheners and choosing natural alternatives, you're creating a healthier, more peaceful environment that supports your overall well-being. Now, let's address something many seniors rely on for warmth during colder nights: Electric blankets. These cozy devices can seem like a dream come true, especially during chilly nights or for those struggling with joint pain. They provide instant warmth, ease stiffness, and help you relax before bed. But here's the thing, while they're providing comfort, they might also be exposing you to a hidden risk: electromagnetic radiation. Electric blankets work by sending electric currents through thin wires woven into the fabric. While this generates heat, it also creates an electromagnetic field that surrounds your body as you sleep. And unlike other devices that sit a few feet away, electric blankets are in direct contact with your skin for hours at a time, meaning your entire body is exposed to low-level radiation, even as you try to rest and recover. Let me tell you about Karen. She's 68 years old and lives in Minnesota, where the winters are long and brutal. For years, Karen relied on her electric blanket to keep her warm through the night. She'd turn it on low before bed and keep it on until morning. But after several months, she started to notice some troubling changes. Her joints felt stiffer in the mornings, even though the warmth helped her fall asleep. She also began experiencing muscle aches and strange heart palpitations that made her uneasy. At first, Karen attributed it to aging or the cold weather, but then she read an article about electromagnetic field exposure and sleep. That's when she realized her electric blanket might be the culprit. Karen decided to try something different. She replaced her electric blanket with a thick down comforter and layered her bed with soft flannel sheets and a wool mattress pad. On particularly cold nights, she used a hot water bottle at her feet or heated a rice-filled bag in the microwave to warm up her sheets. Within 3 weeks, Karen noticed a dramatic improvement. Her joint pain eased, her heart rhythm became steadier, and she started sleeping soundly again. She woke up feeling clear-headed and stronger than she had in months. And even her doctor was impressed by how quickly her health improved. The science behind this is clear. Prolonged exposure to electromagnetic fields, especially while you sleep, can increase inflammation in the body, particularly in seniors. Studies have shown that this can contribute to a range of age-related health issues, including arthritis, heart problems, and cognitive decline. The low-level radiation from electric blankets can trigger the production of stress molecules, which interfere with your body's natural healing process. For seniors, whose bodies are more sensitive to stress and inflammation, the impact of these fields is even more significant. It's not about whether you feel the radiation. It's about what's happening inside your body as you sleep. If you love the warmth and comfort of an electric blanket, don't worry, you don't have to give it up entirely. There are safer alternatives that can keep you cozy without exposing you to harmful radiation. Consider using natural materials like wool, down, or flannel. These materials provide excellent insulation and keep you warm through the night without the risks of electromagnetic radiation. If you need extra heat, you can use a hot water bottle or a microwave-safe heating pad filled with rice or flaxseed. These natural alternatives are safe and effective and can help you warm up your bed before you climb in. If you must use an electric heating device, make sure to turn it off before you fall asleep. You can warm your bed with the electric blanket and then unplug it, ensuring that you're not exposed to radiation while your body is resting. As we age, comfort and warmth become even more important, but so does protection. Your body works hard each night to restore, repair, and protect you from long-term damage. But if it's being bombarded by electromagnetic radiation, it can't do its job properly. By making simple adjustments, like switching to a natural alternative for warmth, or unplugging your electric blanket before bed, you're giving your body the calm, stress-free environment it needs to heal and regenerate. This small change can lead to big improvements in how you feel each morning. As we get older, the little things around us, like what's in our bedroom, can make all the difference in how we feel. We often focus on the big health decisions, but it's often the small, everyday changes that have the greatest impact. Things like moving your Wi-Fi router, switching to natural alternatives for air fresheners, or replacing your electric blanket with safer options. These changes may seem small, but they can drastically improve your sleep, your energy, and your overall health. Every night, your body is working hard to rebuild, restore, and repair itself. But it can't do that if it's constantly exposed to invisible stressors like electromagnetic radiation from digital clocks, Wi-Fi routers, or electric blankets. By making a few simple adjustments to your bedroom environment, you're creating a space that supports your health, not just a place to sleep. Remember, your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place where your body can rest and heal. A calm, quiet, and safe environment will help your body rejuvenate and wake up feeling rested, clear, and ready to face the day. You deserve that by swapping out a few common household items, like your digital clock, Wi-Fi router, and electric blanket. You can create the restful, healing space your body needs. It's about making your environment work with your body, not against it. I'd love to hear from you. What changes are you ready to make in your bedroom to improve your sleep and health? Have you ever noticed any of these items affecting your rest? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future health tips. And if you have a friend or loved one who could benefit from these changes, be sure to share this video with them. Until next time, may your nights be peaceful, your mornings bright, and your heart full of health. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.